Long ago, the orcs, elves, dwarves, and humans lived in a fragile peace. Each of the races watched warily to see who would initiate warfare and bring about the wrath of others. That all changed when a freak event caused humanity to lose their magic. This prompted the elves, dwarves, and orcs to attack humanity. This sudden power shift led to humanity being enslaved, but they refused to give up hope. Dwarves had used human slaves to dig deep into the mountains, searching for ore. Elven mages had used human prisoners for sick experiments in magic. Orcs had gorged themselves on entire villages of humans, until their mass bodies stopped breathing. One powerful human mage saw the event that would cause humans to lose their magical abilities. He took many humans to an island, not on any map, and for years they toiled and researched for a way to fight back. Eventually, after 1,000 years, humanity was ready for revenge. A fleet of steel warships set sail for the lands they once called home. No human would be a slave again. The three races would feel humanity's hate. One morning, at the port of the Grand City of Magic, the de facto international capital city, due to its abundance of magic and cultural value, a perfect place to send a message. As orcs, dwarves, and elves went about their days, using their human slaves whoever they saw fit, a massive shadow could be seen in the mist offshore. Most paid it no mind, but some were curious. "What's that?" an orc said aloud, drawing more people to look at the approaching shadow. Soon the shadow took shape. A massive steel battleship. Its four twin 41cm guns let loose, and the naval bombardment had begun. For 4 days, the human battleship and its escorts bombarded the city. The three races tried to put up a fight, but the machine gun fire from the human fleet stopped their wyverns from getting close. Soon after launching their fighters, humanity had air superiority. The fighter planes were faster, and could fly higher than any dragon or wyvern. Their 20mm cannons were more powerful than the magic of the aerial mages, able to smother the fire of a wyvern's shells, and pierce through dragon scales with ease. On the ground, it was a different story. While guns proved effective for a short time, new armor made by dwarves could stop a bullet. A prolonged 4-year war followed. Humanity versus the allied races. Humanity had managed to reclaim some of its old territory. As word spread, human slaves escaped and headed for human lands. "How dare they attack us?" the king of the dwarves shouted. "They are our slaves. They should be honored to serve superior beings like us," the elf queen stated. "They attacked the sacred city with this dirty... what do they call it?" the orc matriarch stated. "Science," the dwarf king scoffed. "It is a perversion of nature. The smoke and pollution it creates is disgusting," the elf queen stated. "You hate us for attacking you, but you do not remember. You attacked us first," a voice said. The three leaders looked to the area the voice came from. A man with 4 soldiers around him walked out of the shadows. The guards of the 3 leaders acted quickly but were cut down. Surprised? The now clearly human man asked mockingly. "Our newest gun is able to punch through that armor of yours," the human man stated. "What do you want, slave?" the dwarf king asked the human. "I know you remember, your majesty," the human said to the elf queen mockingly. "Your kind lost his magical power, thus you became property," the elf queen stated flatly. The dwarf king and orc matriarch stood up and prepared to utilize their powerful magic to attack. One of the soldiers shot the dwarf king in the shoulder, causing all 3 to be shocked. The dwarf king had the best armor in the world, but this new gun was able to render it useless. "I have a message for you. Surrender or be annihilated," the man stated. "You may have science on your side, but it is not the trump card you think it is. We are holding you off," the orc matriarch stated. "For now," the man replied. "Look over in that direction," the human stated, handing out darkened goggles. "You expect us to wear these?" the elf queen stated, offended. "Your kind with your superior eyes will be even worse off than us. I recommend you do," the human man stated. Despite his hatred of the human, the dwarf king's curiosity was too strong. He took the goggles and put them on, as did the orc matriarch. Reluctantly, the elf queen also put on the goggles. As the 5 humans and 3 leaders looked out towards the horizon, the man said, "Over there is your HQ." Before anyone could say anything, the horizon was wiped out by a light brighter than the midday sun. The sky turned from white to yellow, then orange and red, before darkening to inky purple. Smoke rose as the clouds rolled back to reveal an enormous mushroom cloud, reaching up toward the heavens. "Our HQ is 100 kilometers away," the Dwarf King said, dropping to his knees. "Was," the human corrected. "You have 48 hours to surrender, or we will wipe you out with our atom bombs," the man stated as he left, leaving the three stunned. The orcs immediately surrendered, turning over any humans they still had, living or dead. The dwarves thought of building defences, but they remembered how long it took to make armour to stop a bullet. If they could make A-bomb defences, it would take too long. At the 11th hour, the dwarves surrendered to humanity. Only the elves continued to fight for 3 more days, until an aircraft at 10,000 meters, far, far above what any winged beast or ranged magical attack could reach, dropped a bomb on the capital city. Once again, a light brighter than the sun could be seen, followed by the dreaded mushroom cloud. With the death of their queen and general, the elven forces surrendered. Humanity had won, and they took revenge, and science was what enabled them to do so. Some of the other races say humanity is godless, but others say that humanity has a god amongst gods, and its name is science.